Hey guys, welcome to my pickups video for December 2018. I realize the month isn't quite done yet, but I don't think I'll be getting anything else between now and the 1st of January, so I figured I'd just go ahead and wrap it up right now. Of course, Christmas just passed. I have only a few gifts here. Most of these were purchases that I made for myself. And as usual, from month to month, I really don't know what I'm going to be getting. There's usually no plan, except for when there's some cool pre-orders available. So these are things that I went ahead and got on my own accord, and I ended up having a pretty healthy haul for the month of December. Okay, so I'll start with the Scream Factory Shop Factory pickups for this past month. And there's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. This is just a slipcover. And there is the case with the original artwork. Single disc release with the director's cut and theatrical cut on it. Not a very good film, but the release itself is pretty good. They did a really nice job with the transfer. I said this before, probably much better than the film deserves. Probably the weakest entry in the whole series, but I'm a completionist, and this completes my Texas Chainsaw Massacre collection on Blu Ray. Next up is Silent Night, Deadly Night. And this is about a year-old release. I was lucky to get a copy with the slip. It was brand new, sealed when I got it. Again, director's cut, theatrical cut on 2 discs. Decent film. This was a blind buy for me. Never seen it before. I was pleasantly surprised. It's not super fantastic, but it's a fun, cheesy 80s holiday slasher film. So I also, in turn, got the sequel, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Again, single disc edition here with the original artwork. Second one, not nearly as good as the first. Probably most famous for the Garbage Day line. But it basically is, for the first 45 minutes is literally flashing back to the first film. And then the second, half of the film is kind of its own thing. Not very good. But I did order the NECA edition that came from Scream Factory. So I have the Ricky figure, for a picture of that as well. But it's a cool set. I want to get both of them. And here's Starman, the yet-to-be-opened Starman. It's a good movie. Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen. Jeff Bridges plays an alien who happens to look like Karen Allen's dead husband. And it's a John Carpenter film. If you're a John Carpenter fan, it's a must-have. I haven't seen it in a really long time, so I was really interested to go pick this up. I'm sure it's a good addition. So that's it for my Scream Factories. All right, so next up are my pickups from Vinegar Syndrome. These are all purchased through their recent Black Friday sale. I went a little nuts, but there was some limited stuff I didn't want to miss out on. A lot of slip covers and some limited releases that were specific to that day. So the first one here is The Children. And let's see the glow in the eyes. That's the attention to detail they put in most of their releases. It's really, really cool. Good quality slipcover there. Original artwork in the back. And this is a Blu Ray DVD combo pack. I think all of these are. I did get a chance to watch this, and it was produced back to back with the original Friday the 13th. And Harry Manfredini did the score for both films. I don't know which one finished first, but the scores are virtually identical. There were a lot of cues in this musically that I, kind of thought I was watching the original Friday the 13th. So I never even knew that this existed. I had no idea that those films were shot together like that. So cool little surprise. The film was okay. It's about some kids on a school bus that drive through a toxic cloud, and they basically become nuclear zombies that terrorize the adults, and if they touch anybody, they basically microwave them instantly. So it's a cool little kid zombie movie, I guess. Next up is Mausoleum. That really nice looking slipcase there. Original poster art. And again, DVD Blu-ray combo pack. I heard not so great things about this film, but I actually did end up enjoying it. It's basically a demonic possession creature feature. A woman has basically a demon, I guess, that runs in the family, and it ends up possessing her, and she goes on a murderous rampage. Next up here is Cutting Class. They released a bunch of these slipcovers, a bunch of different variations of them. There was a pack you could have purchased all of them. I opted to just get the one with the axe. And of course, this is Brad Pitt's first film, I think, or one of his very, very early works. DVD Blu-ray combo pack yet again. And this is a pretty typical, high school slasher film, mid-'80s, late 80s slasher type thing. They throw some red herrings in there, try to throw you off a little bit. Not a bad movie. Could have been a lot better. This is actually, I think, the director's cut, so they do a comparison of the R-rated and unrated versions, and the unrated version definitely adds a little more gore and a little more violence to some of the kills, but overall, I don't think much could have saved this film. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was a fun cheesy slasher film that takes place in high school. You know, the rest of these I haven't seen yet. These are again all blind buys. Deadly Daphne's Revenge, and I heard that this was only an exclusive release from their Black Friday sale. If you don't have it, it's done and gone, and apparently they're never going to release it again. I know very little about this, but I kind of fear missing out. I want to go ahead and pick it up. Blood Harvest. Tiny Tim, I guess, plays a killer clown. Have not watched this one yet. House of the Dead. I heard this is a anthology film, so I like anthology movies. One of the reasons why I picked it up. The rest of these don't have slipcovers. Psycho Cop Returns. Sorry for the glare. These are all unopened here. This is an Adam Rifkin film. I like everything he's done, so I figured I'd give that one a shot. Slaughterhouse. And Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. I'm really hoping that this is as good as I hope it is. Looks like it's going to be like an 80s throwback to like a 50s, 60s alien invasion type movie. So hopefully that's what I get. So that's it for the Vinegar Syndromes. All right, so next up are my 4K releases. There's Schindler's List. Front and back of the slip. And this has a one 4K disc with the film. And then you've got Blu Ray disc with the extras and a Blu Ray version of the film. The original Evil Dead. And again, there's a 4K and a Blu Ray disc combo pack here. Never thought I'd see Evil Dead on Blu Ray. Never thought I'd see it on 4K. So I keep on getting surprised. I've had this on Laserdisc and VHS and almost every format imaginable. So now it's hopefully the best version we're ever going to get. Maybe, maybe not. And then Planet of the Apes trilogy on 4K. Only reason I got this is kind of one of those things, get it just to get it. It was very, very inexpensive on Amazon a couple of weeks ago, so I went ahead and picked it up. So not pictured here is the Evil Dead 2 4K release. That disc was defective. I was actually watching it yesterday, and it froze up about 46 minutes into it, so I've got a replacement on the way. Little concerning, though, because I do have another disc recently that froze up on me. It was a 4K disc. And it looks like some of these are coming in with little divots and little scratches on them. So I went through every 4K disc that I've not watched yet and scanned through the entire movie. Everything works well. I didn't watch Evil Dead or Schindler's List, but I did track through everything. The transfers look really, really good. They should, because it's done in 4K, so you expect them to look great. But every 4K release they get going forward, I'm probably going to check out just because I've had 2 defects out of some recent pickups. And in my entire time buying DVDs and Blu-rays, it goes back 20-ish years, I've only had one other release that was ever defective, and that was the original Matrix that was released back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Everything else I've ever bought, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of discs, have never been defective like that. So I'm a little weary, a little on edge about it, but going forward, I'm going to put these in and scan through each one of them before and get a replacement if need be. So that's it for my 4K pickups. All right, so I do have a couple of gifts to go over here. The first 2 are from the Reddit gift exchange, Moon and the Guest. These actually just came in yesterday, so I'm very happy to get these. These are from my Amazon wishlist. The guy that I bought Silent Night, Deadly Night from was on eBay, and apparently I was his first customer, so he sent me a little note that said, "Thank you for being my first customer. Here's a gift of an out-of-print DVD." So it's Stephen King's Graveyard Shift on DVD. And my wife got this for me for Christmas. This is Grindhouse Steelbook. Of course, this is the double feature of Planet Terror and Death Proof. Very, very cool. And then all mashed together with these 2 steelbooks. This was not a gift. I purchased this on my own accord. Highlander. This is the Mondo Steelbook. I got this at Walmart. They, again, had their recent restocks. And this is the inside. This was like $9. It was worth the upgrade. I had the original DVD that this is replacing. And this had a 4K scan, and actually looked really, really good. I remember this movie being a lot better, but it's really not. But figured I'd replace the DVD, get a nice Blu-ray, probably be the last time I'll ever buy it. So those are my gifts / steelbooks. All right, so just a couple more things to talk about here really quick. Some UK imports. I got the Indiana Jones Complete Collection on Blu-ray. And of course, it came with a slipcover. I did have to replace the DVD case. Some of the spindles were broken. The discs were okay, but the case had to be replaced. That's no big deal. And then I got the Twin Peaks Entire Mystery UK import. And this is a mega set. This thing has so many discs in it. These all came intact. The discs and packaging were all 100% fine. These are all region free. And I got these from amazon.co.uk. I caught wind that these are both on sale for about £10 each. And then I paid £10 for expedited shipping to the US. And it worked out to be about $40 US, which is great because the Indiana Jones set here goes for about that much anyway. So, it's almost like getting this for free, kind of. But yeah, anything region free, I'm all over if that's a good deal. I've imported a few things from Amazon when I catch wind of it. So these are great additions to my collection. This is a new one, completely new. And then Indiana Jones is an upgrade from the old DVD set that just had the first 3 films in it. And this also has, again, this is the complete series, complete TV series, plus Fire Walk with the on Blu Ray. So for £10, worked out to be about like, $13, $14. This is an absolute steal. So that's it. That's everything I got for December 2018. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. Go ahead and share with me what you got for yourself in the comments below. And then I guess we'll just see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.